Ahora, Creando Familias de Paz con Frank Albright. Brother Frank, how are you this morning?
Fantastic, my friend. It's such a pleasure to see you, Brother Wilfredo. You guys are so great at this radio station. We help so many people to understand how they can better their lives. Muchas gracias, hermano, porque ayudamos muchas personas para tener una vida mejor. Yo te aprecio mucho.
¿Y su mensaje para hoy?
El mensaje para hoy, hermano, es que las palabras tienen mucho poder. Y vamos a escuchar de unos poetas. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. We're going to have a couple of poems that I'm going to read today. And Brother Wilfredo said that there was a poet that had a really good saying about words. Un poeta que tenía una frase muy linda de palabras. ¿Qué dijo él?
Él dijo que words can be bullets or words could be butterflies.
Oh.
Las palabras pueden ser balas o pueden ser mariposas.
Oh, hermano. Es un buen comienzo para hoy.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be with you. It really is. I look forward to each Tuesday. And I hope you do too. Cada martes yo estoy muy animado para venir aquí, para hablar con ustedes, porque cada persona que me escucha es una persona muy especial. Everybody who's listening to this program is a beautiful and very special person. Y llegué un poco tarde hoy porque había un conflicto grande. Mira, cada día yo tengo personas que tienen problemas, pero un novio estaba muy enojado y estaba violento con su novia. Y esto es muy triste. Y yo hablé con los dos para decirles que, mira, la vida tuya no va muy bien si no están en paz. La violencia entre parejas siempre debe estar en paz. Y tenemos que tener mucho cuidado con las palabras. I was late this morning in getting here because a young man was very full of emotion and was quite violent with his girlfriend. And I tried to explain to each of them that they need to be very careful. Each of them are special people, but maybe they don't belong together, because not all great people should be together if the combination is not healthy. If when one gets angry, they explode at the other, my friends, that is not healthy. And I read in the newspaper every day people who really hurt another with words and with physical energy. Qué bendición es recibir palabras positivas, llenos de amor, ánimo y alegría. What a blessing it is to receive words that are positive, full of love, encouragement, joy. La lengua de nosotros tiene mucho poder. Y si la usamos bien, nuestra esposa o esposo, hijos e hijas, sobrinos, sobrinas, nietos, vecinos, compañeros de trabajo, todas las demás personas están muy contentas y también quieren bendecir a otras personas. Our tongue is very powerful, my dear friend. And if we use it good, our wife or husband, our children, our nieces and nephews, our grandchildren, our neighbors, our working companions, they're content. And if we offer them nice words, they're content. They bless others. Hardly anything like saying nice words to people. Casi nada similar a igual a decir palabras suaves a otra persona. Si usamos la lengua en una forma dañina, el poder de las palabras se puede destruir la autoestima del otro. Puede dañar una relación cercana en la familia. Puede distanciar personas en la familia o en el vecindario. Y la lista no se para nada. My dear friends, just like the tongue can be used for good, if we do not control our tongue, it can be very damaging. And the power of words can destroy our children's self-esteem. It can destroy relationships with our brothers and sisters. It can destroy relationships with our neighbors, with our working companions. It can distance people from us if we do not control our tongue. And the list of people that we hurt doesn't stop for anything. Por muchas personas escuchando esta lección no tendrán que cambiar mucho, porque cuando se abre la boca solamente bendiciones fluyen. Les felicito. Y si eres una de esas personas, entonces tu vida es bella. Imagino que tienes muchos amigos amables que no están usando la droga ni palabras vulgares y se acuestan en paz cada noche y se levantan alegres cada mañana para tener un futuro bello. For many people listening to me, you don't have to change too much, because when you open your mouth, words of blessing come out. They just flow. And I congratulate you, because if you're one of these people, then your life is beautiful, and you have many friends, and you are probably not using a drug to make you feel content, and you're probably not using vulgar words when you get angry, and my guess is you don't go to bed angry. And when you don't go to bed angry, you get up in a good mood. Si eres una persona que usa palabras vulgares y dañinas y maldices personas cuando te enojas, todavía en mi libro eres una persona fantástica. Pero a veces te acuestas enojado y a veces tienes pleitos que terminan mal con otras personas. If you are a person who has difficulty controlling your anger, and you do cuss at people when you get angry, maybe you call people names, you let words that really hurt come out, and instead of blessing people when you get angry, you might curse them. In my book, you're still a great person. But my guess is sometimes you go to bed angry. Maybe each night you go to bed angry. And you have challenges with people that are continuing. Lo mejor o peor de tener una lengua bendecida o una lengua de maldición es cuando uno tiene hijos. Información. Los hijos son esponjas y absorben todo de su alrededor. My friends, the best or the worst of having a tongue that blesses or curses is if you have children who are in formation. They are young. They're moldable. Because our children are like sponges around us, and they absorb everything that they experience. Si queremos hijos e hijas que hablan bien en la familia, hablan suave y respetuosamente en la escuela, y aun cuando están enojados o frustrados, no griten, sino usen mensajes yo, como yo me siento enojado cuando tú me insultas, porque somos familia. Las personas que usan mensajes yo en vez de mensajes tú me sacaste la piedra, or you make me so mad, no es una forma buena para hablar. estas personas que hablan suave y controlan su enojo tienen una vida bastante bien. If we want to have children that talk well, that talk softly, that talk respectfully in school, even when they might be angry, and even when they're angry with their friends or frustrated with somebody in the family, instead of using a you, like you make me so mad, or you annoy me, that's a you statement. If they use I messages, I feel sad or I feel upset when you insult me because we are family and I want to get along well with each other. That's an I message. If we have children who use the good, then there is probably a lot of peace in our family. Yo como padre, yo tengo que ser un modelo para mis hijas o hijos. As a parent, I am the one setting the tone for my children, for their life. I need to be a role model for them, even when I get angry. Al final de este programa voy a poner una canción escrita por Max y Marcia Ness, publicada por Actividades Educaciones. La canción se llama Palabras Bonitas. At the end of this program, I'm going to put on a song that I've put on before. I haven't put it on for a while, but it's called Nice Words. It's a beautiful song. Oftentimes I sing it to students at school when they're cussing at each other. It's written by Max and Marcy Ness, and it's publicated by Education Activities. Muchas veces yo canto esta canción a los alumnos en la escuela cuando usan palabras vulgares. Y yo lo hago con una sonrisa y muchas veces me piden que yo canto eso. Basi, I'm going to now read the song in Spanish and then I'm going to read it in English, because this is a song that the kids at McCaskey, even though they're big, like to hear me sing. It's really interesting. It goes like this. Te digo buenas palabras. Me dices buenas palabras. Tú puedes encontrar una buena palabra para todo el mundo que ves. Eres gracioso. Eres feliz. Siempre eres muy amable. Buenas palabras te hacen sentir bien. Diga todo el tiempo. Nice Words by Max and Marcia Nice. I say nice words to you. You say nice words to me. Can you find a nice word for everyone you see? You're funny. You're happy. You're a friend of mine. Nice words make you feel good. Say them all the time. Eres inteligente. Me gustas. Eres una amiga mía. Buenas palabras te hacen sentir bien. Dilo todo el tiempo. Te digo buenas palabras. Me dices buenas palabras. Puedes encontrar una buena palabra para todo el mundo que ves. You're smart. I like you. You're a friend of mine. Nice words make you feel good. Say them all the time. I say nice words to you. You say nice words to me. Can you find a nice word for everyone you meet? Imagínese un mundo donde todos los seres humanos dicen palabras bonitas. Lo fantástico de esta idea es Dios nos creó para solamente tenemos que controlar una boca, no más. Si yo tendría que controlar 2 o 3 o 1000 lenguas, sería muy difícil. Pero solamente necesito y solamente puedo controlar una lengua. Y si lo hago, mi vida es sumamente mejor. Imagine, my friends, a world where human beings were just simply saying nice words to each other. the great part of this idea is our Creator made us so that we only need to control one tongue. I don't have to control 2 or 4 or 1,000 tongues, just one. And if I do control my tongue, my life is so much better. Y mis queridos, muchas veces debemos seguir el modelo de un presidente. Pero hoy en día, por favor, no sigues modelos en el mundo que están usando palabras vulgares y malas. Y lastimosamente, en el mundo tenemos presidentes que están siendo modelos muy mal con su lengua. My dear friends, many times we are taught to follow our presidents and the way they live and teach us. But today, in this world, we have presidents, and I say that plurally because there's more than one, that are using their tongue and their fingers on electronics and using very bad words and being a really poor example to everyone under their care. I beg of you, please, please do not follow an action when it's a bad one. Or pretty soon we could have a whole world full of really bad actions. So we choose which actions we want to follow from people who lead us. Entonces, escogemos cuáles son las acciones de personas que están liderando nosotros. Muchas veces, cuando una persona no controla su lengua, el hueco en que la persona está es más profundo y más profundo y más profundo hasta que es muy difícil escapar. Many times when a person says something bad, they almost like put their foot in their mouth, or they start digging a hole with the other person. And the more they say, if bad things are coming out of the mouth, the deeper the hole gets. And it gets deeper and deeper and deeper until it is very hard to get out of that hole. Ayer hice una conciliación entre dos alumnos que estaban suspendidos por unos días, cada uno. El conflicto comenzó con una mirada y después una pregunta y después una respuesta, y la persona devolvió la respuesta, y cada comentario ayudó el conflicto a crecer porque no estaban usando palabras bonitas. Hasta que al fin se terminaron casi pegándose. Fue un caos en el corredor cuando las personas lo hicieron. Yesterday I did a mediation between two students who were suspended for a couple of days, each one of them, because they had a conflict that started really small. Some people are really sensitive to how somebody looks at them. So there was a look, then there was a question that was said in kind of a drama, and we're like, what are you looking at? And then there was an answer. I can look at whoever I want to, which is a drama kind of answer. And then it just kept going. And for 3 days in a row, they were going back and forth with words, and each time they spoke, the conflict grew instead of getting smaller. And so now I had them together. Ambas personas nos dijeron a los conciliadores, yo no me quedo callado para nadie. Imagínese esta frase. Yo me sentí muy triste. Yo no me callo para nadie tampoco. Sin embargo, me callo por mí mismo. Por mí mismo. Porque yo quiero una calidad de vida bien fantástica. Y yo no quiero estrangularme en una malla de conflictos tenaz. ¿Cómo está la vida tuya con tus palabras, mis amigos? Both people in the mediation were proud when they said, I don't close my mouth for anybody. In other words, you insult me, I'll insult you right back. I felt really sad. And you know, my friends, I don't close my mouth either for anybody else except for me. Because I have learned to realize that sometimes I need to swallow my words so I don't hurt my wife, so I don't hurt a colleague, so I don't hurt students. I just simply zip it up. I'm doing that for me, so my relationship with others is in harmony. Because it's not too hard to get so deep with words if we keep going that we strangle ourselves and fall into a big web of conflict that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Yo creo que muchas personas están menos válidas cuando no piensan antes de hablar. Si tú eres una persona así, hay esperanza para ti. Prácticas constantemente sobre parar eso. I believe that there are a lot of people who are como, they're like with disabilities if they don't think before they talk. And if you are a person who has a tongue that is pretty loose, the news is good for you. If you want to, you can start on that today. And you can start practicing with the people that you are with right now. People that you work with, people at home, people on the street. Maybe you can write down every time you just kept your mouth closed when it might have been easier to just let a word out. Vamos a escuchar unos dichos, unos poemas sobre las palabras y cuánto poder tiene cada una. Let's listen now to a couple of poems that I got off the internet that talk about these, okay? Las palabras no las lleva el viento, las palabras tienen mucho poder, curan o hieren y pueden dejar heridas profundas por vida. Piensen dos veces antes de hablar. A veces quedarse callado es la mejor opción. Cuida tus palabras como si valieran oro, porque valen aún más que eso. Habla de tal manera que en tu alma y en la demás abunde la paz. Words cannot be carried by the wind. Words have much power. They can heal or hurt us, and they can leave deep wounds for life. Think twice before talking. Sometimes staying quiet is the best option. Watch your words as if they were worth gold, because they are worth even more than gold. Speak in such a way that in your soul and in other souls, peace does abound. Otro, la vida es como el eco. Lo que das, recibes. Lo que siembras, cosechas. Lo que ves en otros es tu propio reflejo. Siempre te regresa lo que le das. Let's listen to another one. Life is like an echo. What you give, you receive. What you sow, you reap. What you see in others is your own reflection. Life is like an echo. It always returns back to you what you give. Uno más. Las palabras dejan huella, tienen poder e influyen, positiva o negativamente. Las palabras curan o hieren, animan o desmotivan, reconcilian o enfrentan, iluminan o ensombrecen, dan vida o dan muerte. Las palabras encierran una energía creadora transformante. One more. Words leave their mark. They have power and influence, positively or negatively. Words heal or hurt. They encourage or discourage. They reconcile or confront. They illuminate or darken. Give life or they give death. The words enclose a transformative, creative energy. Gracias, mis amigos, por escuchar hoy. Una voz de alguien que se siente desanimado puede ayudarle para terminar bien el día, mientras una palabra negativa puede acabar por destruirlo. My dear friends, thank you for listening today. Let's remember that a voice of somebody, if you're trying to encourage somebody, can help them finish the day really well. Or you could really help to destroy their day. Tengamos cuidado con lo que decimos, pero sobre todo en lo que escuchamos. My dear friends, let's have take a lot of care in what we say and what we listen to. Muchas gracias por escuchar hoy. Yo les animo a solamente decir palabras positivas. Thanks for listening today, and let's try to get into the habit of only saying positive words. Have a wonderful week, and remember, never let the sun go down while you're still angry.